Hello viewer, welcome to the session of Macro in MS Excel 2010. In this session, we will see what is the objective of this session, and then we'll be seeing demo, how to use for each loop, how to use do until loop, and how to use while Wend statement in macro in VBA. So our objective for this session is, after this session you will learn how to use for each loop, do until loop, and while Wend statement. To get started, we will go to the Excel workbook, and here you can see I have placed the names of the fruits. So this we will be using for each loop. Basically, for each loop is used for the each item of collections. So basically, for each loop is used for displaying the items of collections. So this example I'll be using as a collection from range A2 to A5, and then displaying the each item, that is each fruit name, to the user through the messages. To get started, go to the Visual Basic Editor, and here we will start with subroutine sub demo for each loop. Now I will write the syntax for each loop, for each collection. So you can provide any name over here. So in this case I am just entering C1, then in, and then the collection ranges. So in this case, worksheets sheet 1 dot range A2 to A5, and then next collection item. So in this case C1, as we have assigned the variable C1 for the collection item. Now between for each and next, we will be putting some task for doing the each item of the collection from A2 to A5. So in this case we will be displaying a message to the user to the each fruits of from range A2 to A5. So for displaying a message, MSG box, and then item from the collection. Now our code is ready. Now we will run this demo and see how it works. Just run the macro using macros and run it. Now you can see the message displays as apple from the fruit list, and then the second one is banana, third one is orange, and the last one is pineapple, and so on. So this way we have seen how to use for each loop for the collection. Now we will see the next do until. So here I'll be starting with subroutine demo for do until. Here what I'm going to do, I'm just declaring a variable dim, and then variable name I as data type integer, and then I'm assigning a value I equals to 1. Now I'll start with do until I greater than 10, and then loop. Between do until and loop we will be performing some tasks. So here in this case we will be printing the values of I in sheet 2. So for that, worksheets sheet 2 dot range A concatenate with I value dot value equals to I. As you can see, I have assigned the variable I and concatenated this with a in double quotes. So this way we will be using the dynamic range, and then next we will increment the value of I equals to I plus 1. Now our code is ready to run with do until loop. Now this time I'll be running the code using F8 key and just want to explain how it works, how the loop works. So for running it, I'll just press on F8 key. F8, now you can see started with the subject and then the value is assigned to I as 1. Now here see, as I, if you h over to the I, the value of I is showing 1, and so I is not greater than 10, so this activity will get performed. Now you just observe that the between do until and loop the tasks being performed. So this way the loop works. Now we will see the output in worksheet 2. Here you can see the numbers through A1 to A10 has been printed. So this way do until loop works. Now we will see while Wend. For doing that, just go to the Visual Editor. Right here the another subroutine, that is sub demo for while Wend. And to start with while Wend, we will declare one variable. In this case I am declaring variable j as integer data type. So dim j as integer and then assign a value to integer j, variable j equals to 1. No, not 1. I am assigning a variable j a value 20, and now I'll put a condition in while j greater than 10, and then Wend. Between while and Wend I'll be performing some task. So basically what here I'm going to do, I'm just going to print the value till j becomes greater than 10. So the task will be performed till the value becomes greater than 10, meaning if the value will be greater than 10, then only the activity will be performed. If it is less than 10, then that activity will not perform, but the loop will get stopped and come out of the loop, and the next statement or next line of code will be executed. Now we will do certain activity over here. So I'm going to print the value of j in worksheet 3. So for that, worksheets sheet 3 dot cells j comma 1 dot value equals to j. And now in this case, as I have assigned the value 20 to j, so I need to decrement the value. So for decrement, j equals to j minus 1. So I am just decreasing the value of j by 1. Each time the activity will get performed, the j's value will get reduced by 1. So it will be reduced till 10. So once it will become less than 10, the activity will get stopped and the loop will come out of this and perform the next line of code, execute the next line of code. Now we will go to the sheet 3, or we can run it from here so that we can see how many times the activities in the loop are getting executed. To run this, F8. Now see, as j value is 20 and it is greater than 10, so it is going to perform the activity which we have written between while and Wend. Now Here you can hover on j's value is 20 and the column is 1. That means the value 20 is printed in A2, A20, not A2, A20, because j's value is 20, so it will start printing the values from cell A20 as the column is 1 and the row index is 20, so it will start printing from row 20. Now again you can see our cursor is placed to the j equals to j minus 1 line. That means now j's value is going to be reduced by 1. Wn, again it will go back and check the value of j is greater than 10 or not. Again if you hover on j, you will see the j's value is now 19. That means the condition is still true. So it will again print the value of j in cell A19 and then proceed further, and then j's value will become minus 1. That means it will be reduced by 1. Now the j's value, you can see hover it on j and you can see now the value is j's value is 18. So it is still greater than 10. So condition is true. So we will now it will perform the next activity. So this way it will perform till the j's value will become, now it is 13. That means 13 is still greater than 10, so still the condition is true. Again see j's value is 12, which is greater than 10, so still the condition is true. Perform. Now you can see j's value is 10 and 10 is not greater than 10, so it will directly go to at Wend. It will not perform this activity. So this way the loop works. Now you can see if I will press F8, now it is directly coming to the end sub. That means the condition is not met at this time, and because of that the next code is going to be executed. As in this case there was no next line of code, so it has gone directly to the end sub. Now F8, now the sub is ended. Now we will go at sheet 3 and see where the value has been printed. Now you can see in Excel sheet 3 the value is printed from 20, 19, 18 and so on. So this way we have learned how to use for each loop, what is for each loop and what is do until, and how to use do until, and how to use while Wend. In my next session I'll be coming up with if then else statement in VBA and what is VBCRLF for new line. Thank you viewer.